2018 Hyundai Ioniq Hatchback Review. The good points of Hyundai Ioniq Hatchback: extremely competitive pricing. Hybrid gets dual clutch gearbox. Electric gets impressive range. Cheaper and much better warranty than Prius. The bad points of Hyundai Ioniq Hatchback: hybrid still quite noisy, albeit is useful. Electric inconvenience still not for every individual. Some interior plastics are unappealing. Prius still extremely effective. The Hyundai Ioniq needs a unique method of a dedicated hybrid and electric car market. A standalone model, distinct on the rest in the Hyundai range, the Ioniq would be the only car on the planet available in hybrid, plug-in hybrid and electric variants from the same body style. The Ioniq Hybrid combines a 1.6-liter petrol engine with the electric motor plus a small battery power, driving leading wheels by using a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. Volkswagen is capable of doing traveling on power alone, but only in abbreviation distances. In the majority of circumstances petrol and electric interact, boosting performance and hopefully saving fuel. It is usually a direct rival for the Toyota Prius, and contains similar aerodynamically optimized styling. The Kia Niro is founded on the same platform and technology as being the Ioniq Hybrid, but has even more of an SUV-style appearance. The electric battery-powered Hyundai. The Ioniq Electric features a much larger power supply, a much more powerful electric motor, a single-speed automatic transmission without petrol engine whatsoever. This means zero tailpipe emissions in motion. Planning ahead to be sure it's got enough battery charge for your journey. Since total range is really acclaimed 174 miles, with an 80% recharge is alleged to take just 23 minutes by using a 100 kW super rapid charger, may well be as inconvenient because you think a full recharge might be completed inside a few hours having a domestic electricity supply. Rivals to the Ioniq Electric range from the Nissan Leaf, BMW i3, Volkswagen e-Golf and Renault Zoe. Ioniq, distinctive without looking alien. Both Ioniq variants develop the distinctive, aerodynamically swoopy silhouette connected with an eco-car, but you are intended to have wider-reaching appeal versus the slightly awkward and willfully different-looking Prius and Leaf. Of the two main Ioniq variants, the Hybrid has got the more conventional styling, having a slatted grille and blue accents in and out. The electric version looks a bit more daring, using a gray blanking panel as opposed to the grille at top. Generous observers might suggest provides it with a Tesla-esque futurism. We'll allow you to decide. It also gets copper-colored accents rather than the blue. Others may believe it looks a lot of like a product. Ioniq spec levels. The Hybrid is accessible in say, Premium and Premium say trim levels, the Ioniq Electric in Premium and say. Fitted products are generous on both, with DAB radio, Bluetooth connectivity, cruise control as well as a rear parking camera as standard. It gets a great sat-nav with live updates, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto included from Premium upwards. In fact, standard kit is indeed comprehensive, the only real range-wide option available is metallic paint. A 17-inch alloy wheel upgrade is offered with the top-spec say Premium Hybrid, replacing the normal 15-inch alloys. The Electric happens 16-inch alloys only, without the need of option to upgrade. Just remember that bigger wheels bring greater CO2 emissions and for that reason tax bills. Tightly competitive pricing. The electric version will be less and travels further using a charge than an equivalent Leaf, and the is usually said to the EV and PHEV versions in comparison with their rival from Toyota. Both versions feature Hyundai's 5-year, unlimited mileage warranty, with coverage for that battery components extended to 8 years, albeit perhaps confusingly, that is limited to 125,000 miles. The verdict: we just like the Hyundai Ioniq. It's a good value replacement for the established opposition, drives well, and is also pleasing for the eye, not just a given with eco cars. The hybrid version delivers punchy performance and relaxed cruising, and aside in the interesting dashboard display, you will end up hard-pushed to see it's a hybrid. In plain English, the significance is strong with your Hyundais, but that is a long way from being its only appeal. There's bags of exercise machines, a fantastic warranty and several interior room, therefore you're hunting for a non-nonsense eco car. Keep watching. Continue watching the complete Hyundai Ioniq review to seek out how it compares with hybrids and electric cars. Decent performance from electric model. Hybrid apartment to be more versatile for additional owners. Suits a laid-back driving style. The combined production of the petrol and electric motor inside Ioniq Hybrid is 141 horsepower. The motor within the Ioniq Electric produces 88 kilowatts, that's equivalent to 120 horsepower. Given that information, you may expect the hybrid to get faster. That this is if you ever find yourself on the de-restricted German autobahn together with the space to max against each other, since the electric runs from puff 103 miles per hour as you move the hybrid go on to 115 miles per hour, off the road. However, the second torque delivery from the motor within the electric means it may go 0.62 miles per hour in 10.2 seconds, even though the best the hybrid can manage is 10.8. And this is within the electric's normal driving mode, which fits the hybrid's 265 Nm. Activate the electric's sport mode and torque is boosted to 295 Nm, plus the 0.62 miles per hour time tumbles to 9.9 seconds. It's particularly punchy at low speeds, actually feeling faster than the others' time suggest. Performance versus range questions. Make probably the most of this performance, and also the driving range will finally suffer. However, you find paddle shifters about the back on the electric's tire that offer 4 numbers of brake energy regeneration. Tug the left lever to downshift and you also increase the level of braking force applied with the motor. Adapt to this particular, and you also will find you can utilize the conventional brakes a smaller amount, aiding you extend the driving range as energy otherwise wasted is recuperated while reducing wear and tear within the brake pads and discs. Learning to brake differently. This is a useful one news, especially ever since the EV model has quite grabby brakes at low speeds. We also found larger feet could foul the footwell when braking. There aren't any paddles within the hybrid, though the 6-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox is surely an unusual improvement on the continuously variable transmission CVT popular in hybrid vehicles, giving the Hyundai commendably crisp responses. Not an exhilarating car to operate a vehicle, better at wafting. Accomplished at experiencing bumps inside the road. Unsettled by sudden direction changes. The Ioniq will not be supposed for being a fancy car, but together with the third-generation Prius improving its game and having much better air driving, nevertheless needs for being at least moderately engaging from in the driver's seat. And moderately engaging is among the most best way of describing the hybrid. It's not much of a bad car to push, in the slightest, nonetheless it rolls quite a lot through the corners disconcertingly so. If you do a sudden lane change which is unlikely to ever really get below your skin to get something you actually relish driving. Electric version has hidden appeal. The Ioniq Electric, however, has greater appeal. Partly this may be the novelty. Driving a power car still counts as a possible unusual experience today. But it's also partly physics. There's a big power supply under the floor. This gets the effect of decreasing the center of gravity concise that it's actually claimed to get better than exactly what a Golf GTI hot hatch. This means the electric rolls less, grips harder, and thus changes direction far more eagerly. With that instant torque, drive aggressively within the electric so you will have the occasional chirp on the front wheels when accelerating over uneven surfaces. While this obviously occurs, the limitations from the chassis as well as the efficiency-optimized tires. Furthermore, it adds an additional layer of character, making the electric appear to be less connected with an appliance. Neither version has particularly engaging steering, though the weighting, which gets very slightly heavier within the sports setting, is consistent and unlikely to spring any surprises. The standard setting is light enough to create the Ioniq all too easy to maneuver out. This is often a wonderfully stress-free, relaxing car they are driving. Feels pleasingly just like a conventional car. Few foibles to generate its technology tricky to utilize. Roomy inside the front, rear space no superior to average. Inside the Ioniq, both versions have a cabin design that's largely conventional, and positively less Sophie-like than that you'll find within the Prius and the Leaf. Notable features include Hyundai's first all-digital instrument cluster letting it to change color and also the display with the dials when switching to sport mode, plus the unusual number of a brownish-gray color with the majority in the plastics. High-tech interior, but simple to make use of. Instrumentation is an easy task to watch, and all of secondary controls logically spelled out. We particularly just like the split rear window, a corollary on the aerodynamically sound teardrop shape, which gives an excellent view the back for reversing. And the TomTom powered sat-nav is brilliant, simple to utilize and fast-acting. There is differentiation involving the hybrid plus the electric in terms of the center console. In the hybrid this sweeps down in the dashboard, and comes with a conventional automatic gear selector along with a slightly awkward foot-operated parking brake. Electric version differences. In the electric it's separated, leaving a spacious utility area, push-button drive selection along with an electric handbrake. As while using outside, each model has specific accents too, blue for your hybrid, copper with the electric. Both models feel well built, and in the keen pricing the high quality is more likely to impress than disappoint. Rides comfortably, isolates you world outside. Seats are supportive, front and rear. Very quiet and refined, this is often a soothing car they are driving. Hyundai's reasoning for fitting the dual-clutch automatic transmission on the Ioniq Hybrid is that it brings the engine speed better into line using the speed that you are actually traveling. This should make it a far more refined experience compared to a hybrid car that has a CVT, which relies upon revving the engine higher to accelerate. This can be a definite improvement. Even so, the Ioniq Hybrid remains to be quite a noisy thing under power. Electric means refinement. If it's refinement you need, opt to the electric version. In common with all EVs, the sole noise comes on the tires passing within the road surface as well as the wind passing within the bodywork. Overlay that has a faint whine from your electric motor. There's additionally a virtual engine sound system, which beams a futuristic whir at low speeds to alert pedestrians of your respective presence. This makes it feel as being a gloriously spaced approach to travel, and intensely relaxing in the daily grind within your commute. Ride comfort in all fairness good during the entire Ioniq range, however, If you opt for your bigger 17-inch wheels, you can be amazed occasionally becomes abrupt over ridges and potholes. Regardless, this can be unlikely being a car you arrived at watch taking using a long journey. 3 spec grades to pick from. Every Ioniq is generously equipped as standard. All have parking camera, cruise control, Bluetooth. The new Hyundai Ioniq can be purchased in 3 trim levels. Look at say, Premium or Premium SE grades, which each add different items of it technology. All are well equipped. As standard, every model is sold with 15-inch alloy wheels, dual-zone climate control, air conditioning and rear parking sensors which has a camera. Same models likewise incorporate lane keep assist, smart cruise control, adapt digital radio and Bluetooth connectivity. Step as much as premium trim, therefore you'll convey a 7-inch digital screen, Bixenon headlamps and satellite and navigation as standard. This grade also bundles an Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for syncing modern smartphones on the car. At the top in the tree lies Premium SE spec, which adds leather upholstery, electric seats which feature heating and ventilation for warm weather, and automatic wipers. Not yet crash tested by Euro NCAP. Every Ioniq has auto brake as standard. Benign handling need to keep you away from trouble. The Ioniq features a decent slew of safety equipment, although it's not been independently verified by Euro NCAP within a full crash test. Every model includes autonomous emergency braking, a method which predicts in case a crash is probably and can apply the anchors automatically if this senses a collision is imminent. Perfect for preventing rear-end shunts if you're distracted on the motorway. Lane keep assist, meanwhile, will warn you if you're straying through your lane, and all of versions have adaptive cruise control to help keep a predetermined distance towards the car in the front, applicable at speeds above 6 miles per hour. If that little lot doesn't stop you safe, a suite of 7 airbags should protect occupants within the event of your accident. Just be cautious about some from the more insistent electronics, such as being the blind spot monitor designed for premium SE models that may beep annoyingly. Roomy for passengers, especially in the front. Not quite as big as Golf class in rear seats. Boot is decent size, but EV model loses 95 liters. The Hyundai Ioniq is not much of a big car. Its proportions of 4,470 mm long and 1,820 mm wide mean its footprint is close to exactly what a Vauxhall Astra hatchbacks. Space inside the front seats is okay, with plenty adjustment to fit all sizes and shapes. This is really a comfortable car to sit down in, and very easy to see from. Switch towards the rear seats and things obtain a little more cramped. Adults can sit behind tall friends, but you'll find it hard to get through the rear seat, unless you're transporting children. Good news for the premium SE spec, backseat passengers get toasty heat seaters. The Ioniq has different boot capacities determined by which model you end up picking. The hybrid model incorporates a deeper 550-liter load bay, in contrast to 455 liters with the electric model, caused by its bigger power supply. The best part about it is, you'll be able to flip those rear seats forwards to give boot space to at least 1,505 liters hybrid or 1,410 liters EV. The hybrid's boot is noticeably more capacious, though, if you need outright carrying capacity.